wonderful collection. Two different people said, "Are you taking a collection plate?" I went, no. It's just a regular mass sort of thing. And then after, like, I think it was the third time, someone said, "You can take it?" I went, "No." They said, "What kind of pastor are you?" I said, "Okay, we're taking a collection." So, and we'll put that money towards the capital campaign as well. It's nice to see when that basket comes up over the top a little bit. It happens sometimes, Saturday evening especially. So. But it's not all about money regularly. But this event is different. We have a year to raise about $800,000. And right now we have close to 235, 240,000 already in the kitty. So we're progressing, and someone around the parish here wears a t-shirt a lot saying of Saint Padre Pio, hope, pray, and don't worry. So with our hope, we place our hope in Jesus, because with Jesus all things are possible. And then we pray. We pray because we have hope, right? It's a faith and hope. And then if we really trust God, and we trust that He's going to provide for what we need, then we don't have to worry. Of course, we know that's easier said than done all the time. So I try not to worry. I put it in God's hands, and He's going to get us through it. Pope John the 23rd, when he reigned, supposedly he would say when he went to bed at night, "God, I'm the Pope, and I worked throughout the day. Now I'm going to bed, and I'm going to get some sleep. It's your church. Take care of it." That's the attitude to have. Good faith attitude. So thanks to all the volunteers and parishioners who are making all this possible. Because our parish of St. Peter and Paul is a wonderful faith community, stretching back over 150 years, more than 150 years. So we want to continue that legacy of faith and that trust. We never know how things are going to turn out, but we do our part. We have faith and trust that God will bring us to it. That's the saying. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. So that's going to happen. A big thank you to Ryan Hanlon of Route 3 Films, his company. He's making a lot of this tech stuff possible for us, and I think it'll help make our campaign a great success. He's put together a wonderful film for us. It's only an hour and 20 minutes. I think it's a little bit shorter than that, like maybe 5 minutes or 7, something like that. So I want everybody to watch it and enjoy it. Bring back some memories and things you'll see in there. And hopefully you can look at some of the artifacts up here from the church. Brings back wonderful memories as well. So, Ryan? So this and the little teaser that was on before is still on the web page and the Facebook. Both of them will be on by tonight or tomorrow, definitely. So get the word out. Someone couldn't come tonight, tell them to hook up with the Facebook page or the website, and they can view the film. And you can watch it again at home as much as you want. It's free. That part's free. And Brian said he would be available if you have any questions for him specifically. He would be happy to answer any of those questions after we're finished with this. That way, people can leave if they want to get home or whatever. Your favorite TV program that you tape or record it. You don't tape anymore. You record. I don't do that stuff. I just miss it. So this is the kickoff for our capital campaign, and so by the end of next year, on the Feast of St. Peter and Paul, next year, 2023, June 29th, hopefully we will have the $800,000 raise. That's what we're looking for. So you can give a one-time donation if that's what you need to do, or you can give it in installments over the next year, whatever is going to work for you. We'll see what happens by the end of a year from now. But I have faith and trust that we'll make it. You can write a check, drop money off, electronically, you can give that way. when you go to the website and Facebook page, there's a thing you can click on to give electronically. I don't know what you call that. But anyway, you can do it that way. So lots of different ways to do it. Just think about it, pray about it, ponder it, and do the best you can. Sometimes a sacrifice usually means it's going to pinch just a little bit, but not rip off an arm. But pinch a little bit is okay in a sacrifice, and that's what we'll all call it, and that's how things are accomplished. Sometimes I think the men and women who built this church, stone by stone, dragging it up that godforsaken State Street hill all the way to the top here, walking it is bad enough, just by myself, this 139 pounds that I have. It's hard enough. So to imagine, to build this church, and there were fewer Catholics then, there were fewer people then, but they sacrificed and worked so hard to build this house of God, which we get to enjoy today, and then all the other things that happen through the years that brings this building to this present stage. So we stand on the legacy of the people who've gone before us, their faith and their hope and their trust in God and their love of this parish. And I have no doubt we will continue to build on that as well. So it's very urgent that we do this and do it as quickly as possible. I think a year's time is possible. So as I mentioned before, we need about $800,000. It might be a little bit more than that because of the way the economy is at the moment. But thank God for Don Wright and his company. They lined up a bunch of material about 2 years ago at a cheaper price, and they're just holding on to it for us. So a lot of those items that we'll need for the restoration of the church, they already have in place. But then there are other things that are out of their control, wages and those sort of things. You can think of increments of giving. If 150 people donated $1,500, that would be $225,000 right there. We already have close to $240,000. So that's why I think if we think about it, it's possible. If you just look at, we need $800,000. That is huge. That's a huge amount of money. And you think, well, I can't do that. We can't do that. But yes, we can. Just take it in little bits, and it'll get done. And we'll have a thermometer or something, some kind of display outside and in the bulletin that shows how we're going up. Because that's the only way we can go is up. Just like our prayers, they go up. So, Don Wright, this company that's doing the project, Don Wright couldn't be here tonight because he just had surgery last Friday. So he's in no condition to be out and about. So, but in time, if somebody has a specific question that he could answer, I'll give that question to him and get an answer for you. Okay? Any questions right now? Anybody has?
Father, could you announce the name on the web Facebook page?
It's the St. Peter and Paul Old Cathedral, Alton. Ryan, do you know? Or Teresa? I know Teresa's here. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's short. I didn't see her. Right in front of me. I'm sorry, Teresa. Teresa, stand up for a second. This is our parish secretary. So when we call, this is the And Chrissy? Where's Chrissy? Our bookkeeper. Is she still here? She was here. Okay, well, and Chrissy, our bookkeeper, she was here. But yeah, you're Chrissy. Okay. The old cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul, and Saints is abbreviated S, big S, and small s. The old cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul. And that'll get you to the website, Facebook page. Is that correct, Teresa? Okay. She's always correcting me on something. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, are you all happy?